Alright, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, Noah's Message. Noah's message, man. Because as the scriptures say, we are in the days of Noah. Matter of fact, let's get that. Because we are in the days of Noah, man. We on this earth for one purpose, either to be delivered or to be destroyed. Lord, when I'm part of that number of deliverance, man. Because there's no in between with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. If he got something set that he has spoken on it, well, guess what's going to come to pass, man. So this is Matthew's 24, and it's Matthew 24 and 37. It said, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." Yeah, so in the days of Noah, they doing the same thing they're doing that here in America, man. And guess what? Noah wasn't just building the ark without telling no one. He was prophesying, man. He was telling the people that they're gonna die, man. He was telling the people that they were gonna die, man. If they didn't come back and return, which the Lord already had it set up to where they just his family was gonna, his wife and his sons and his son's wife was gonna make it, man. So everyone else, the message to them, why they come here, why you building that ark, where the Lord's coming with a flood. Well, they mocked them, and everything like that, scoffed at him. And the only thing he was gonna tell them was that they're gonna die anyway, man. That's the message of Noah, man. That it's gonna be mass death out here, man. And it all comes from Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. So this is Genesis chapter 6. And I started 11. It said, "The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence." And yeah, it's like that today. That's why the scripture says in Revelation 18th chapter, her sins have reached out to heaven. Well, yeah, because these Edomites, because that's who's ruling right now, the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomites. They're the ones that bringing forth this wickedness upon the earth, man. And it says, "And the earth was filled with violence." Yeah, because matter of fact, let's get that. Because that's Esau as well. He was blessed with the sword, man. And I think that's Revelations on the 6th chapter, I believe. Yep, this is Revelations 6 and 4. "And there went out another horse that was red, Esau Edom, man. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword." So it's violence is filled out throughout the earth because the so-called white man is ruling right now, man. That's his blessing, the sword, And ever since America was established, there's nothing but war dealing with America. America ain't had a time where it's just peace. I when you get this place 5 years was just peace without being in some type of war, man, and involved in some type of conflict, man. But that's the so-called white man for you, and everyone else has taken on the attributes of these Edomites, man. That's why it's nothing but wickedness here on the earth. You got homos, slack you, these bundle of sticks, running freely. You got these women ruling. I mean, everything is just completely out of order, man. And what a spiritual her sin. Matter of fact, let me get it. While I'm in Revelations, let me just get it. Because, hey, we can't tell you that everything's gonna be okay, man. The scripture says you're gonna die. If you don't return to your house by Shema Shai. And hey, it starts off, you got to be an Israelite from the jump, man. You know, but if you're here on the shores of America when those missiles and the chariots come, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to escape is through those chariots. Ain't nothing else to tell you, man. Except that you're gonna die, man. Which that's the message of Noah, and that was the message for all the prophets. You know, and that's why they hated them. Because it's not a pleasing way to tell someone that they're gonna die. You can say, yeah, we shoot from the hip. Or, you go to the doctor. The doctor tell you, yeah, man, we shoot from the hip with this medicine. I mean, it's 50-50. That's not a good message. That's not a pleasing sound. I mean, a pleasing message. When we telling you directly that you people are going to die here in America, man, and throughout all the world, man. So this is Revelation 18:5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High remembered her iniquities." So yeah, these Edomites have done every possible wicked thing that was ever to do, man. So the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, has all right to judge this place, man, accordingly. But it's back in Genesis 6:11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupt his way upon the earth. And that's the influence of these Edomites. Matter of fact, let's get that in the Sirach, 10th chapter, I believe. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes 10, in verse 2. It says, because the scripture says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Well, you're gonna know how on a small scale how everyone else is acting, man. Because when the kingdom of heaven is established, we're gonna force the law, statutes, and commandments on you, man. That's why I say we're gonna beat you with a rod of iron. We're gonna force you to keep the Sabbath. To follow these law, statutes, and commandments, man. And if you don't, you're gonna get your head busted, man. But it says, this Sirach, Ecclesiastes 10:2, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So yeah, everyone is corrupt, man, but the Lord, he left that remnant, that would not get touched by this devil, these Edomites, man. Because everything is totally upside down now, man. You got women ruling over us. And the scripture says children are oppressors. Well, these Edomites, it goes these Edomites and these little monsters as well, man. But mostly these devils, because they don't know how to rule, man. You leave a child at the house by itself, you're going to have holes in the wall. The toilet might be stocked up. The stove might be on with the door open. You might come back and the house burnt down. Well, that's what's happening to the earth under the rulership of these Edomites, man. And the Lord, he's displeased with that. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna wipe all these wicked people out by the way of famine, race wars, pestilences, and ultimately those missiles, man, and the fire from the chariots, man. So this is this Genesis 6 and verse 13. It says, "And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth." Which guess what? The Lord is going to do that same thing. And the earth is just talking about that land, man. They ain't talking about the entire planet, man. The Lord, like how he made the ark and preserve, life. Well, he's doing that now through this truth, man. And then ultimately, Lord want to part that number in the chariots, man. The 144,000, and then in the 1/3, man. Cause hey, man, it's gonna be it's all hell is gonna break loose, man. The scripture says there is not going to be a time like no other. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that. Because the Lord, He's displeased with this place, man. And I got another precept. Let me get this in the Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilences. And yeah, you see the prophets out here now because it lets you know that a huge event that's about to happen, the transfer of kingdoms, which that's not a smooth transition, man. Especially now, because the heavens and the earth shall pass away with a great noise by the way of those missiles, man. You know, there is going to be a lot of death here in America and throughout all the world, man. But especially here in America, the source of wickedness. This is like where this is like the final boss of the game. You know, where all these little minions and everything, where they came from. It's from this place, man. This is where the nigga woman come from. You know, this is where so-called having liberty to be a bundle of sticks come from, man. You know, even though Ham was the first one to beat those bundles of sticks, but Esau Edom is the one that pushed it to the mass, man. This is where all wickedness, the source comes from here in America. Babylon the Great, that great whore, man. You don't think the Most High is going to judge this place and those that dwell in the midst? Because you go into that word inhabitants is it says one of the definitions is one with the same mindset. So a lot of you people gonna go down Babylon because you are Babylonian, man. You know, and hey, what's that message? You gonna die, man. That's the we in the days of Noah. That was the message. You know, you gonna die, man. If you don't come back to your house by Shemal Shai, you gonna die, man. That's it. That's it, man. Cut and dry. This is Daniel's 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince will stand up before the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So yeah, it's a remnant that's gonna be left, that's gonna be delivered. But everyone else is gonna get caught up in this time of trouble, man. Like I said, the prophets have been before me and before these prophets against many countries, against great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. Well, that's what's coming here to America, man. War, evil, and pestilences, man. And if you don't return to your house by Shemal Shai, you're gonna die. That's it, man. And that's why you gotta fear your house by Shemal Shai, man. Because you know who the true prophets are. If they're matter of fact, let's go back to this the Jeremiah, man. Because it's precept now. Okay, before I get that in Jeremiah, let's get this in Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 2 in verse 9. It says, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and that was written therein, lamentations, mournings, and woe. So that's what Yahweh Shemal Shai is all about, man. The Lord, He's known for His judgments, man. You know, He's known for that's how He got His fame here in Egypt. I say here in Egypt, well, we once again here in Egypt, man. The Lord is once again is gonna proclaim His name. His name is gonna be feared once again throughout the whole planet Earth, man. By the way of the discretion of America, you know. And since I said that, let me get this in Psalms. Bear with me. It's Psalms 145. This is Psalms. Yep, 145. And I just started verse 3. He says, great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and His greatness is unsearchable. One generation shall praise thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts. See, yeah, because was another mighty act The Lord did Egypt, how he did Egypt, how the Lord judged Sodom. But guess what? It's gonna once again come here on America, man. Because guess what? America is Sodom, is Egypt, is Nineveh, is Babylon, the Chaldeans, uh, all these places rolled up into one, man. Because you see what America pushes out is this is the source of wickedness, man. You got Christmas here, Easter, all these Babylonian and pagan customs. Well, guess what, man? The Most High Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna destroy this place and everyone else who is with this place, man. The message of Noah. You're gonna die. That's it, man. And that's why, even today they hate the prophets, man, because we don't speak nothing that's pleasing, to the flesh. Because that's what these people, they just, that they're, this place America is here to please your flesh, man. This verse 4 again says, one generation shall praise thy works to another and shall declare thy mighty acts. And we declaring this too, that the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is going to destroy America. And you're going to know it when it comes. You said, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. Even when all hell breaks loose, a lot of people don't understand. But ultimately, when those missiles come, man, and you got 2 minutes to think about the prophets and what you could have done, and it's too late then, man. But it says, I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty and of thy wondrous works. It says, and men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts, and I will declare thy greatness. See, he said, and men shall speak the might of thy terrible acts, man. Because how the Lord did Egypt, that was a terrible act, man. The Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai is the king of terrors, man. The Lord is the king of terrors, man. And how this place America is set up. It's set up the way these people don't think it's gonna fall, man. They fatting for the slaughter, man. They're fatting for the slaughter. This is the most obese countries in the world. You got these damn what's called the NBA, NFL. These people just don't know, man. They got running water and stuff like that. Well, guess what? The Lord's gonna shut all that down, man. That the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna utterly take you people out, and he's gonna do it in a strategic way, man. It's not just gonna, a lot of people gonna get swift deaths, but a lot of you people gonna get beaten with many stripes, man. You're gonna have to go through the famine. You're gonna be in a concentration camp. Deal with the race war. You're gonna be in pins and needles the whole time till the missile hit you, man. Till it's time for you to eat a missile, man. But this back in I know I said I want to pull some in Jeremiah cause the how you really the spirits be on you if you know who the real prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai are, man. If they warning you, if they scriptures tell you that in Ezekiel too, warn them from me, because guess what? The Lord is coming to bring a sword upon the land, by way of those missiles, the race wars, the Gurba truths, that flood, all this is coming, man. So this is read this again, Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Yeah, so what was the message of the prophets? War, evil, and pestilence. That was the same thing as Noah, man. That's why I said before me and before thee, because now we reading this. Jeremiah was the one that was he was prophesying against war, evil, and pestilence. Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Zechariah, Isaiah, all these prophets was prophesying evil things to come, man. And that's why verse 9 said, the prophet which prophesied peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him. Yeah, because if someone is coming and preach good things to come, prosperous times to come, well, you're gonna be looking at that guy pretty hard, man. Just totally wait until it come to pass. But the true prophet of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, the men they preach with a sense of urgency, man, to to make you get right, man. Because if you prophesying peace, that make it seem like that you doing okay then, man. If good is coming your way, that means you haven't done nothing evil, man. Well, guess what? There's nothing but evil here on this earth, man. And that's why we telling you people that you're going to die if you don't return to Yahweh Shema Shai. You had to have a sense of urgency, man. Because Noah did, you know, he said he had 120 years. Days of man was 120 years. Well, guess what? Noah was getting right on and getting that ark done, man. He was telling the people, if you don't get right, you're going to die, man. That's why I'm building this ark, because that flood is coming. But these people, they don't believe that this place America can be touched. That's why they call this place the virgin daughter of Babylon. Well, guess what? She's gonna get popped by those missiles, man. You know. So this is this is Matthew 11:16. It says, but whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. So, yeah, we have piped unto you, you have not danced. We tell you that you Israelites. We tell you that the kingdom of heaven is at hand, you know. But guess what? We also have mourned unto you, because before the kingdom comes and all that, all hell is going to break loose here in America, man. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to die here in America. But, you know, these Americans, these Babylonians, is taking this thing lightly, man. You know. They taking this thing lightly, man. That's why the scripture says they have not lamented. They haven't what's the word? It's not preparing themselves mentally for the thing that's about to come. Why? Because here in America, eating, drinking, marrying, and giving into marriage, man. You know, until that flood comes, it's gonna be one day. Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna shut this place down, and you people is gonna fold, man. When that chip is being mandated, you people are gonna fold, man. You gonna die, man. You know, that's that mourner to you. You gonna die, man. If you don't get right, you gonna die. You know? So, matter of fact, got one more precept. I can just end it off with this. I'm trying to make it too long. But that's pretty much the message of Noah, man. Is that it's gonna be a lot of death if you don't get right. Even though the Lord already had it set up to where Noah was already gonna make it, him and his family. It was just enough room just for them, man. It was just enough room just for him, Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives. That was it, man. You know, so that's why you gotta fear Yahweh Shema Shai, because those seats of the seats of deliverance that's a small number, man. You just gotta hope that you're part of that number, man. You know, so this is Ezekiel 33. See if I can get it real quick. Ezekiel 33 in verse 2. It says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, and that's Yahweh Shema Shai, man. He said when he send the sword upon the land, you know, and that's the Lord. That's how he get down, man. You know, he's known for his judgments. You know, the Lord ain't known for giving out hugs and kisses. No, he's known for killing people, man. No, he's the one that he's over life and death. He's the one that killeth and maketh alive. You know, that's why you gotta fear Yahweh Shema Shai, and that's how you know who are the true prophets of the Lord. If they preaching evil times to come. Because that's what the prophets are here for, to warn you people, man. If we were prophesying peace, that means you people are righteous, man. But there's none righteous here in America except the Lord's men, you know. And that remnant, that 1/3, you know. But everything here in America is wicked, man. So it's going to get the reward of the wicked, which is evil and pestilence and war and the icing on the cake is those missiles, man. Which you're gonna feel those missiles, man. That's not gonna be a quick death, you know. So just Slakia, just like drowning. That's not a quick death, man. That's a death that you got time to think about, man. You know that you thinking, man. You can't, you know what I mean. You can't breathe. You got water coming into your lungs, but you still alive. You being tortured to death, man. You know you can't breathe. Imagine when that fire come down here in America, hit ground zero, and the spirit is gonna still be within your body, man. You're gonna melt away as waters. That's a process. You're gonna be consumed away. You know that's a slow decay. You know, but it says, "Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land and blow the trumpet and warn the people." Yeah, and that's what you know what happened to us when we went on the way to YouTube and we seen the watchman start on the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle High on down, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We took heed to that trumpet, man. And guess what? Now we're blowing it as well, because the scripture also tells you, what I tell you on dark, speak ye upon the housetops. So when we found this out, hey, we also was started to warn the people too, man. The Lord gave us a trumpet to blow as well, you know. But then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take him not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. And yeah, because hey, that's what the Lord set up. He said he the one that's gonna send the sword. So guess what? It was judgments coming out, man. The Lord is gonna do a heavy and wonderful work and terrible work, a terrible act. Let me say it like that. Not a terrible work, a marvelous work, a terrible act upon here in America, man. And before the day of the Lord, you know, the day of the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, it's gonna all hell gonna break loose, man. A time like no other, man. Until the height of it existence, the height of life, the return of the Lord, man. You know, it said he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Yeah, so you eating and drinking, marrying and giving to marriage until the flood came, and knew not till the flood came. You know, you because these people think, okay, you got another 10, 15 years. No, man. Hell no. Ain't nowhere near that, man. You know, you man, you gotta be safe and sorry, man, because this thing can happen at any time. That chip is here, you know. It's be a matter of time for it's being mandated, man. You know. But it says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. And yeah, and that's you fallouts, man. You got into this thing and you just stopped preaching, man. But guess what? The Lord gonna kill you for that, man. You see what I'm saying? It says, so thou son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth.